I was talking about what happened to the life of a female. You don't have the flora that are supposed to be there. The flora are encouraged by the estrogen that starts coming in with puberty. And that's why you find out girls at the age of 9, 10, 11, even before they start their menstrual period, can have some minor type of discharge due to the colonies of the bacteria in the vagina. May I stress this? The vagina of a female is not a sterile place. Oh. And please don't try to make it sterile. There are some bacteria, I can count up to 25 bacteria that you will grow in the vagina when you do a swab that are supposed to be commensal. Commensal means they live there. And then you have in nature things like the bacteria and the yeast living in the vagina, and they checkmate each other all the time. And then what happened is occasionally, if you take antibiotics for a different reason, maybe you are treating sore throat or a boil on the skin, you could end up destroying the flora of the vagina, and then the yeast will take over. And that's why a lot of people will tell you that, oh, they took penicillin for sore throat, and about a week or so after, they started noticing that they have vaginal discharge. And I will tell the group this: a lot of us will remember the first time we made love in our life. You had about a day or two that you felt you have unexpected vaginal discharge, that you probably thought that you had infection from your partner. No, that's not what happened. You had your flora, your partner has his flora on the skin, and he introduced the flora to you. And you now spend the next 2 or 3 days trying to accommodate the flora, making it part of your flora. And of course, most things in life, either infection or healing, go through process of inflammation. And for that reason, most people, most women, if you blindfold them and you take like 10 underpants from different people and put it on their nose, most women will be able to tell you that this is my pants, because they are used to their bacterial flora. In fact, that's the principle of the dog trailing human being, because everybody have their flora. So that changes a bit during menopause. You now find out what you're having is different. And not to talk of, when I talk of the pant and fabrics, of course, if you wear cotton materials, they are very kind on the skin. Of course, the way you handle these cotton materials is different. Some people mistakenly will wash their cotton materials, leave it in a damp area without realizing that this cotton is a natural material. What happens is with the dampness, fungus will grow in no time, and you don't notice, and you put on these pants mistakenly, then the fungus can now go on your skin. You start having what looks like skin reaction, and you take it, you think it's a bacteria and things like that, you go around the clock. And of course, a major mistake people make is that because they want to clean their vagina, they want it totally bacteria free, they put a lot of detergents in the under pants. And of course, most of the time when you use this detergent, because the soda don't completely dissolve, you have some soda bubbles, like the white speck that you see in the bowl after. Those are soda, they stay on the pants. When you now wear these pants and you sweat, you dissolve the soda. And that soda causes chemical reaction to your skin. And people will always think that they have infection. And they will even do more, they pour more detergent, pour Savlon, pour everything. You just get yourself in a cycle. The best soap to wash your underpants is a key soap or bar soap. It might look like it's not clean because the dirt you see there is not really dirt. How can dirt get to that part of your body? It's your skin you are looking at because your skin come up from time to time. So you just want to keep it clean. Use a soap that you can dissolve. Detergent is not really advisable, okay? When you take antibiotics, I have said that, you have to be careful. Some people are prone to having yeast infection after antibiotics. Tell your doctor, you can always prevent that. Don't overclean. And of course, for some people who have high blood glucose, especially if they are a confirmed diabetic, they tend to have a lot of itching around the place. Of course, foreign bodies. If by then you still have an IUCD fitted, because of the thread coming out, then you are likely to have all sorts of changes in your vaginal discharge, and then you have itching. So because there's no need for it, then take it out. Of course, I've said a lot of things. I have not talked about douching. Douching is not advisable, especially if it involves any chemicals. It disrupts your flora and gets you into trouble. Your vagina is not different from your mouth. You pour water in your mouth and you rinse. Then you can use clean water with your finger to just rinse your vagina. It just brings down the discharge. You are not changing the flora.